forging history here.
This is Radio Radix right now.
It essentially is. I could do an interview here. But I don't know. I have a fancy little thumbnail I want to use. I've made a thumbnail for the interview, but
Oh, we're live.
we are. Alright, let me make sure my computer doesn't overload. And I think we're good. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to a amazing episode of the Lazy Koalas podcast. I'm your host, part Asian Adolf Hitler. And with us today we have Ultrox Infinity.
And our host, Commander Radix.
Yeah. Who else would have been part Asian Hitler? But that's our grand total for you guys today is just the two
The only ones left.
the two koalas who sometimes make content. Ultrox has been on the ball better than me lately. But here we are.
Nice of you to say.
Oh no, this is gonna be a train wreck.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, this is gonna be a unicycle accident.
That's better.
I think I've seen a
You've ridden on
unicycle.
route.
I have never ridden on a unicycle, but I think I've seen one before.
And no joke, knew a guy in high school that carried around his unicycle to school.
Oh man.
It was bad.
We have at my school we have a few people who like do skateboard stuff, but one dude like has like they go to class on their skateboards, but one dude has a motor on his skateboard, so you'll just hear this motor sound and he'll just be staying on the skateboard and just never doing that thing that skateboarders do where they get momentum. He's just standing on it. And I have respect for the people who are actually like riding bikes or like doing the skateboard normally, but when you're just standing and just chilling on this plank of wood with some wheels on it and just rolling around, I've lost respect, you know.
At that point, you know, the motorized bicycles or the skateboards, like what's even the point anymore?
Yeah, really. Just
Doesn't make you look cool.
I know. Huh.
I had a skateboard once.
Oh, did you?
I never learned any tricks on it and barely rode it.
I had a scooter.
See, that's what you do. You get a scooter instead of a motorized skateboard or a... Was this an electric scooter though, or was it just like a razor?
It was a razor. It was, you know, a thinner skateboard with a handle.
Nice. Radical.
Thank you. That's why they call me Radix. I was just shredding the pavement out in the neighborhood. And like, hey, look, that's Radical Radix. I'm like, I'm going to use that for my YouTube username 10 years in the future after going through another one.
Yeah, I have another one. That one comes first, but
Yeah.
that ever fails.
I consciously thought that, you see. It actually took me a long while to get used to the scooter. By the time I got used to the scooter, I only had like one more year of using it before it just looked ridiculous because I was getting to the age where I shouldn't be on that scooter. So it wasn't an influential part of my life, believe it or not.
I feel like with the hipster movement, razor scooters made a small comeback. But then I think they're probably dead again.
It took me forever to learn to ride a bike.
Really?
Well, I have a long and
Leg.
I have a long bad relationship with bikes. Yeah, I
Really
use.
long leg. It makes it hard to ride a bicycle.
I guess it would. But I rode a tricycle forever, and then like my family was like, "You should learn to ride a bike," and I'm like, "I don't know about that, man. I have some stable wheels
Mom, I'm
back
16.
here." I was in middle school by the time I learned how to ride an actual bike, but there was an incident where I fell and like scraped my knee. I'm like, I'm never riding my bike ever again. And it took me a few years before I got back on the bike. And then like I was on it for like, again, like the scooter, like about 1 year before I outgrew the bike. So then I didn't do the bike again. And let me tell you, the phrase I don't know if I told this story before in text form or anything, but the phrase that you never forget how to ride a bike, that's not true at all, because when I was in Amsterdam, you know, everyone travels by bike in the Netherlands. It's ridiculous. I rented a bike, and then I just, you know, tried to go my merry way, but I hadn't ridden a bike in years, forgot how, was stumbling everywhere, almost hit people in the bike lanes, almost hit people on the sidewalk, tried to cross an intersection, and then I
My fists.
almost fell. A car honked at me. It was overall a wonderful experience, so that's why I hate bikes. Lays has joined us today.
Hey man, I hate bikes too. I don't know how to ride them. They're just uncomfortable.
What?
Yeah,
Is this true?
yeah. I think bikes are really uncomfortable because, you know, they get in that area.
You mean like a seat?
Yeah, that.
You know how you sit down on things?
Yeah. Listen, man.
Is this Lace's peanut butter sandwich? Is this the one where no one can relate?
Listen, man, I don't want anything to touch my ass.
No,
That's
no.
gay.
Like, no, it's like, you know, my things, and like it's uncomfortable.
I don't
Why-
understand,
go
but
back to-
okay.
Go back to your two-person thing. That's good.
Oh no, we humiliated him off.
I think I had the you guys' audio a bit low, but I fixed it, so we're good.
Okay.
So that whole part sounds
It
like
did
me
sound
being
pretty
really
low.
loud, complaining about bikes, and then old trucks just like in the far distance, like, oh yeah.
Well,
Tell you what, I've never had any trouble with a bicycle before. I don't know what you
Alright.
guys are talking about.
listen, man. You're the odd man out, all right? You don't have any room to talk here. That's right.
I don't know. I think he had a valid point with the whole seat stuff.
All right. Well, listen, man. I haven't
Sitting on a
touched-
bike
Laces
can be
has really huge junk, okay?
What were you saying,
What are you
Ryan?
gonna say?
I was gonna say I might be able to understand sitting on a bike for like hours on end, but not enough to bring it up in a conversation talking about bikes just in a void.
Exactly.
Well,
I wouldn't choose to sit on a bicycle seat, I suppose, if it was like a chair, but I mean...
oh, if it were a chair, I'd be okay with it.
Oh!
Do you need some lumbar support?
Hey, man, I'll take it. Sure, why not?
Laze, you ever had a motorized skateboard or bicycle?
Scooters are where it's at. There's no seat.
As opposed to skateboards, you see.
Right. Well, I don't know how to skateboard. That's just scary.
You don't have a little handle to stabilize yourself with?
Mm-hmm. I don't trust myself on one of those things.
I feel like skateboards probably are the most unstable out of all of them, even though they have 4 wheels.
Well, I mean, that's true.
I've probably told the story before about how I went through a skateboarding phase.
Went through a
Right.
skateboarding phase?
I vaguely remember something like this, but I don't remember the specifics. If there were any specifics besides you had a skateboard face.
Just in like the mid-late 2000s, Rob Dyrdek was really popular and kind of brought back skateboarding from like the phase in the 90s. There was a second coming of skateboarding.
That's right.
And me and my friends, when I used to have friends,
Mm-hmm.
we would all
Yeah.
we all had skateboards, and we'd meet up and just kind of roll around down this hill that my friend had, and that's pretty much it. We never learned any tricks or anything. That's too complicated.
Yeah. Listen, learning
But I
to
had my own
skateboard
custom
itself is
board.
impressive.
I mean, kind of just get on it and
Don't
push.
you dare disrespect my... Listen, man. It's hard.
And there was this big hill that we would ride down on, and because we were fucking idiots, we had these long boards, which if you don't know about long boards, they're long.
Mm-hmm.
And they can go really fast down a hill. So we would just get on the long board, usually like try to sit on it or something, because trying to stay upright down this hill would be very hard. And then just when you reach the bottom of that hill, you just hit the curb and go flying and hit a fence or whatever. It wasn't even like fun, it was just dangerous. So yeah, I don't know why we did that, but we did it multiple times. Used to skin my elbows a lot when I was a kid.
Now we have no elbows.
That's the natural progression. Yes.
Oh gosh.
I think I reached a certain point in my life where I decided to just be fat and not do anything. So
see, that's where I'm at right now.
That's a fair lifestyle.
Alright, so you guys look at those bicycle seats. You tell me they look uncomfortable.
They look uncomfortable, but that one looks like it doesn't exist.
What the heck?
Which, by the way, those of you watching at home, there's a new channel in the Lazy Koala's Discord server, link in the description. So you can see images and follow along, kind of like an audiobook.
It's been here for a while, actually.
I haven't noticed it at all. The first time I've seen it.
God gave us this channel, and he works in mysterious ways.
This was made on the 8th, so...
What the... Where have I been?
It was made, actually, like, 2 days after the previous cast.
Speaking of 2 days after the previous cast, I don't know if we talked about this before in the last podcast. Also, that's another thing. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
Right.
Why is it that I forget immediately whatever happens on our podcasts? Anyways, on that Saturday, during the last podcast, Telltale Games, or no, Skybound Games announced that they would be working on to finish The Walking Dead: The Final Season.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Is that when we were talking about like putting in Dorito ads, or is that?
I think that was a podcast before.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little continuity with our Walking Dead talks. One podcast is Mountain Dew, the next is Total Death, and then the next is The Revival. Kind of like Jesus in that regard.
It's exactly like Jesus. If you think about it. Clementine's like the Son of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I can't disagree on that. Be the only person. So, okay.
Don't want to go against the consensus.
Yeah.
So I think I've said before that I wouldn't know who would want to pick up The Walking Dead: The Final Season and finish it, because those games don't sell very well. It doesn't seem like a very financially sound decision. But I feel like Skybound was like the only place that would have done it, and they did. So that's cool. Skybound, for you who don't know, Lays are the people who are the video game division of the Skybound, who's owned by Robert Kirkman, who created The Walking Dead. Did you get any of that?
No.
So it's the natural home of The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
Good. I thought we were supposed to make like one of those bulletin boards with all the string linking together pictures, and then mail it to Lays.
Okay. Right. That's it. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's saved. Maybe.
Maybe.
Is there like a date on that?
Nope.
All right.
I don't think. They did a Reddit, what is it?
AMA.
AMA stands for All Melons Are
And then that's where you put like, whatever the topic is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All melons are Skybound Games. All melons are Skybound Games. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Was any valuable information given in this All Melons Are session?
I kind of looked at it, and it didn't seem like there was. I don't know. I couldn't scroll down far enough to find any useful information.
That sounds fair.
Let me go find it again.
All right. In the meantime, I want to talk about how you put emergency backup topic twice.
Because I have two emergency backup topics if we run out of things to talk about.
I like that we consider an emergency, though. Like,
Yeah.
This
emergency.
of an emergency.
That's
Instead
right.
of sitting and doing nothing, just dead air for an hour. Although that might be a good little April Fool's prank. No, that's not a good April Fool's prank. What am
I mean,
Does April
You-
Fool's even fall on a Saturday? We would do this. Let's see.
you know, we already had an April Fool's joke exactly like that.
Oh,
Oh, man.
It's just Dreadcore staring into his computer
Yeah.
for 5
Yeah.
minutes. We could do
Sure.
it again.
yeah. We put it in the same video, probably.
Oh yeah, they'll never know. You play it in reverse.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or we could get Dreadcore to do another one in his new apartment.
Oh, yeah.
That should be a
we-
topic, is that
that's a-
Dreadcore
That
moved
is,
into
yeah.
an-
We can probably get him here. He said he had to go to sleep before this thing ended.
Yeah,
But
he's still online.
still online. That's what I'm seeing right there. I think
That's
we
what
should.
I'm saying.
Let's get him in here, just for a minute.
And try to coax him in.
Come talk for a second.
Grace us with your presence, Dreadcore. If I sort it by top. Oh God. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a very startling ringtone, huh? The cheery tune.
It's every time.
Oh, there he is.
We got him.
What?
Well, we were gonna talk. We started to talk about how you moved into an apartment, and then we were like, well, he's not here. And then we thought, wait a second, let's get him in here. So now here we are, hoping you could talk about it a little bit, and maybe be in the podcast for a little bit. So,
I can talk about it a little bit, then I have to go to sleep. I was about to head
Okay.
up. Anyway. It's, a
okay.
nice-ish apartment.
Thanks, Dreadcore.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Is there
Is
any
it like
tiny
a-
doors in your apartment?
There are no
First
tiny
floor?
doors that demons come out of. No. No.
Well, how do you get home then?
Um,
Ah!
You're so funny.
Is
Um,
it like a nice? Is it like a first floor complex?
second floor.
Second
Um,
floor.
Ooh.
How many?
I have my own bathroom.
Yes, I would hope so.
Yeah. We have
My own bathroom with a
washer.
bucket.
We have a washer and dryer.
We
Oh,
have a
nice.
washer and dryer.
I have a roommate.
Ooh, why don't you introduce us?
Do they do YouTube?
Is she
No.
hot?
It's not a she, it's a he, and I'm pretty sure he's sleeping.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He's sleeping at 8 p.m. What is it? You?
I,
How do you know him? Does
How
he
do you
go to
know?
work
That's-
with you?
it
False
doesn't work,
question.
yes.
Is he really a roommate if an apartment's more than one room?
Yes.
He's an apartment.
I don't know many roommates that are like sleep in the same room and stuff.
Yeah. Do you guys sleep?
No.
You share a bed?
Do you share a twin size bed?
Ooh. That'd be
No.
fun.
Tell him to subscribe to the Lazy Koalas.
Oh. Does he know about us? Does it?
No.
Does he know about us? Aren't we your side? Fair.
What? Have you guys ever had any awkward interactions together?
No.
What color are
Have you had
his
any sexual interactions together?
No.
That might not be awkward. What color are his eyes? Have you gazed into them
What
yet?
color is his skin?
In case you're like colorblind and don't see race.
I don't know what color his eyes are.
Trust him.
Don't even know the color of the person who lives with you. Amazing.
His skin is I don't know, off-white?
It's like a purple.
I don't know.
In the certain shade, it can be green. Let's see. Do you still live close? Well, I guess you do.
I live 10 minutes from work now.
Okay,
So much
well,
closer.
That's good. I gotta look up Starbucks and put it 10 minutes away for a pickup place. Let's see. Do you? Does he have any girlfriends?
Plural.
No.
I guess
Does he
that's
have any boyfriend?
No.
There
Plural.
you go. Do you think he could be yours?
No.
Why?
Oh, don't think you gotta work yourself up. I don't like seeing that lack of confidence, Dreadcore.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Could you see yourself
there's-
having an intimate relationship with this man?
No.
Mm.
Did the cast iron owl make it through the movie?
Oh,
He's here somewhere.
okay. Well, you lost him again, but
I don't lose him. He's in a bag somewhere. I have to find him.
yeah, it sounds like you. Okay, well. Is he into the same things you are?
He likes video games, so yes.
You ever played D&D?
With him? No.
Yeah.
No, we were just asking if you ever played D&D, like, ever. Maybe it's a passing interest for you.
Does he like Scrapple?
Ooh.
He thinks it's okay.
You know his opinion on Scrabble, but you don't know the color of his eyes.
Scrapple. Ultrax asked about Scrapple.
Yeah, that
P,
meat
not B.
eats.
The meat.
Everybody go put some pictures of Scrapple in the Lazy Calls.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry. Disgusting mess of meat.
Next time you make some scraps, you scramble up some Scrapple, could you take a picture of it for us, Dreadcore?
Yes, sure.
It's like meatloaf, but not fun. It's like
a meatloaf with a spam.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
looks.
think
That looks like something rendered in a video game by a 3D artist that is trying to rush the deadline.
that's actually that is not the
That's not Scrapple.
correct Scrapple. There's
Blaze,
a
you're
certain
leading me
brand.
astray.
I don't know.
There's a very specific brand. You get Rappa Scrapple. R-A-P-P-A. Rappa Scrapple. That's the only
Rappa Scrapple.
the only
If I
kind
use
you should
Scrapple
get.
and Scrabble, do I get extra points?
Yes.
You say rapless?
Rappa.
No. Rappa. R-A-P-P-A. I spelled it. How did you not get that?
RAPPA stands for.
It seems like there's only one P, Dreadcore.
It could be wrong. I mean, it could be one B. I don't know. It's possible.
It looks like the same thing. Like, oh, look at it. Look at this. Rappa Scrapple. That's the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Looks pretty similar.
It looks
mean,
quite
hard
different to
is
me.
It looks like a
How
concrete
hard is
block.
it? It's not hard. It's quite squishy.
I mean, the knife's getting it too. But... Do you own any Scrapple merchandise?
No, why would I own Scrapple merchandise?
Turn it into 20 questions. That's it
oh,
being
yeah.
fried up.
Why do you
Actually-
like Pokemon Go? Pokemon Let's Go.
Oh yeah.
It's been on here for a while.
Yeah.
The topic is ask Dreadcore why Pokemon Let's Go was so appealing to him.
I guess mainly because it's I don't know.
Damn it!
I'm so sorry.
That's a Good argument. I'm
All right.
swayed.
You know, I'm gonna pre-order it right now. Both of them.
Draco's just coming to realize that. Oh goodness, what have I done?
What have I done? Can I cancel pre-order? Let's see.
That might be all we have for you, Dracor.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me give you a picture of Scrapple I
Oh, okay.
made
Yeah,
earlier.
the Dreadcore approved image. The one that got past all the censors.
Yeah. Listen, man. I don't know what your picture of Scrapple
Try
is,
to
but it's
sneak
gonna
us a
look the
picture
same
of your
thing.
roommate sometime.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is I'm about to put a picture in. This is bacon wrapped Scrapple I made one day.
Oh, ooh. It's meat on meat.
The meat on meat. Once again, it's taking its sweet
It's like
time.
you and your
hopefully.
roommate meat on meat.
That's burnt.
that
That's
looks,
also the same thing.
That is a little crispy.
that somehow looks worse than the previous images, and that's not to say the previous
Yeah.
images look good.
So everything else is bad, but this is good to you.
What?
All the other Scrapple pictures.
No, I didn't say all the other Scrapples. I'm just saying that first one was not Rappa Scrapple.
It's
The
inaccurate.
second one is Rappa Scrapple.
What's the difference
Which
in
better?
the brands?
Quality.
I guess that's fair. Let's see.
Dracor only buys the highest quality processed meats.
Mm-hmm.
He has a taste tester named
That's right.
Alfonso who follows him around to make sure his Scrapple's the best.
Alfonso, taste my Scrapple.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you.
No.
I'm leaving you.
Good night, Dracor.
Good
I
night.
found a picture of Dreadcore with Starbucks people.
Oh.
On his Facebook page.
You stalking Dracor?
We're friends on Facebook. Oh, who's this? I can't post this here, but
Can't post it in
Let's
the-
not just throw all of Dreadcore's life into the Lazy Koalas podcast channel.
it's him and a girl. And they're happy.
It's probably his sister.
No, it's some person else with not the same last name.
Well, Dracor
Oh.
changed his last name.
What?
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
Uh,
Or maybe he added a last name. I know he changed his name at some.
I know Dreadcore has a complicated last name setup going on.
hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Scrapple looks kind of good. But I'm also gonna be honest. I like Spam. So,
Okay. Alright.
so I have garbage taste.
Okay.
What do you guys think about Spam?
like
I haven't had it in a
Spam.
long time.
See, Radix is with me.
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know if I really had Spam in the last decade, so I can't really give you a nice answer on that.
Well, if you could get us a can of Spam from a decade ago, and it'll taste the same.
Oh, no.
Alright, not to interrupt this very important conversation on spam, but before I forget, I should point out that between last podcast and this podcast, Twisted underwent a hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Took it right to
I
the
forgot
face.
about that.
So he's not present
Yeah.
here, which
So he's dead.
he has
He's-
power
he's probably
now,
dead.
but he does not have, like, internet, I believe. You know, besides,
And
like,
he
I guess
also
his
has-
phone connection.
He also sent me $5. It's currently on the way, so
So
I'm
next,
happy the priorities are in order.
next week
see.
on November 3rd, it was when the Extra Life stream was... No, not next week. Oh, the week after next. Okay, he probably has internet.
Oh, thank
then.
God.
Yeah, it's like right here too. That's when we pick out the meme madness bracket for the East. So,
East Coast.
all right, yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I guess everyone, let's pay our respects to Twisted. Let's remember him as he was before the PTSD set in after the hurricane.
I DM'd him while it was going on just to make sure he was okay.
Yeah.
He
Some crazy
live
shit was
streamed-
happening though.
He live streamed the hurricane, went out
Yeah.
there with the American flag for a while. I think he was having the time of his life.
He felt the most, American
Patriotic,
in that moment.
single-handedly fighting the hurricane.
That's right.
So yeah, back
He wanted
to
to
the,
shoot the hurricane, but
Oh yeah, he
He
wanted
did.
to.
His wife stopped him, so that's probably for the best.
I don't think there would be a problem if it was like unloaded. And, like there was no neighbors to see this random guy in the street with a gun, but
it's nice to see.
Yeah.
so back to spam.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't want
I
to
don't know if
interrupt.
there's much there.
Yeah, okay, then all right.
I do have an update on the Walking Dead story.
Already,
Ooh.
wow.
I've gone to their AMA. Apparently, they're not currently working on the game as of 3 days ago.
Mm.
And they don't know when the release dates will be until they start working on the game. So, they say it's impossible to tell. So, it's just a waiting game by now.
We should make our own continuation of the Walking Dead game.
We couldn't even get at a dating novel,
All right, that takes some time to make.
You could make
Okay,
the Walking
well-
Dead in the dating novel engine.
Oh. Well, you know what? You could actually, yeah.
Frankly,
It's
with
just choices.
what's his face, Lewis and Violet, I thought it was going to take the route of some sort of dating sim.
That's what it seems like.
Especially it being the last season, so they didn't have to worry. They wouldn't have to worry about having. You had so much potential with it being the last season because you weren't held back by how you ended the game. It could be like wildly different endings because you wouldn't be able to continue it on from. Like every
Yeah.
game starts with some sort of solid. Like, all right, most of these endings have this in common, and we'll edit those as we go on.
Gotta loop it back around.
Yeah.
This, it could be an ending where aliens invade.
Okay, well, I don't know. There might be some public outcry about that. But just me.
AJ is an alien.
That's what it stands for.
What does it stand for, Lace? Okay, the A stands for alien. What's J? Tell me what J is.
Jay.
Alien,
Alien
J.
J.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sold.
Thought it would be Alien Junior.
Oh, that's his father's name. Okay.
His father's name is Junior.
Listen, man, someone had to take it. Listen, man, what happens to all the juniors out there that become dads? All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
They become senior.
Oh no. What about their dads?
Okay, here. Let's get through this real quick.
Okay.
If you're a junior and you name if there's a grandfather who's the senior, father who's the junior, and then there's the son, what are they? Are they also junior?
They're extra junior.
the son would be the third. The son of the
Third.
junior is when you start bringing in Roman numerals.
So then when the grandfather dies, the father becomes the senior, and then the son becomes the junior again.
No.
He takes his place.
That's not. Hold on.
Well, what about? I mean, you can't be born a senior though, right? So.
Yeah, senior is
What about Benjamin Button?
Okay, I guess.
How does that work for him? Does he become a junior?
What is happening?
Okay.
Incidentally, my paternal line, like my great-grandfather's name, I'm not going to use real names, I'm going to use an example of Bob. My great-grandfather's name in this altered example is Bob. My grandfather's name is Bob Jr., and then my father's name would be Bobby. Like,
Nice.
and of course, my
Bobby.
name has nothing to do
Casual.
with the rest. I break the line.
It's pretty casual. So.
You know what? I think that's good. I think it's incredibly. What is the word I'm looking for?
Egotistical.
To name something another person after yourself.
I mean, it's your son.
But he's his own person. He's not just your son.
Okay,
Yeah.
I still carry the last name.
It's a human being. That's just all. That's my thought behind that.
I've been eating him up inside, actually. Can't sleep at night with that.
On my
Gotta get off the
Japanese
chest.
side, I have like my great-grandfather has one name. He has a brother who has a variation of that name, and then his son, my great-great-grandfather is the one that has the brother, and they both basically have a very similar name. And my great-grandfather has a name that's just a slight variation. I have a lot of people named after each other in my family tree.
I knew someone whose name was Matt. I'm saying their real name. Who fucking cares? Name was
Okay.
Matt. Their son they named Matt, and then they were going to have a daughter, and he wanted to name that Matt as well. It's so dumb. They settled on Madeline, which is close, but I mean,
Jesus.
think of how fucked up that'd be.
Well, hold on, my
Oh,
Japanese name is my great-grandfather's name. Is there a problem with that?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You know, I have to say, though, I forget. I know that Taylor has a friend who named their kid Anakin Kenobi,
Oh, I knew an Anakin.
No.
and I think a daughter, Leia.
Oh.
I'm gonna name my child Chewbacca.
Nice. I hate it. I hate what they did. I think it's horrible.
I'm gonna name my child Bosk.
Yeah, there you go.
I prefer the name Watto.
I name my child Jar Jar.
Well, then he's definitely gonna get bullied in school.
Maybe get
Well,
a
they don't-
soul, but
They don't remember Jar Jar by then.
The parents will
hopefully.
bully him.
the parents will bully him.
Hey, is that Jar Jar kid? Kick his ass.
This kid ruined my childhood.
It's like, why does everyone keep doing this?
Why is everyone picking on Misa?
Oh gosh, it's like they teach him to talk that way.
Oh god, what a horrible experiment.
Jar Jar, middle name Binks. Oh,
Why can't things be like back in like the day when people used to run horrible experiments on people? Come on now. Think of how much hilarity would ensue
Yeah.
by ruining this person's life.
Mm-hmm.
I want to name my child Angry First. Joe
No.
Second.
Stop.
Still holding on to that.
It's
Jesus,
it's
man.
a treasure. I can't
No.
let it go.
Poor Angry Joe.
Yeah. Angry first, Joe second.
It's good. It's good.
It was funny like the first time.
I just never expect it.
But then you always forget it, so
Yeah.
Yep. I don't
as long as
know.
no one else brings it up.
It's like you tweeted about it, and then I said you have to let it go, and you told me I was a stupid jock and to get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, he's right, you know.
Listen, man, I haven't seen a game in days.
Oh, days. Look at you. Oh, yeah,
Just
I'm
that-
1 day sober. I'm no
Oh,
longer
no.
an alcoholic.
What? Listen, man, I just wanted to get into it. I thought it was interesting to get into.
Thought it was
You know, I want to
interesting.
actually ask you some questions about this.
Oh,
I'm
no.
curious.
Okay.
This is a safe place. No, it's not. You're going to be ridiculed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is the
What
only
is this-
place where
what-
we can thrive.
When did this happen? That's what I'm gonna ask first.
Well,
Has this been
back
something that's
in-
been building up? Has it?
you know,
know?
I mean, sports has been a thing that people in my family have been interested in from time to time. And then over last spring, I went to DC. I stayed in a hotel room with some other guys, and they would watch
Had
during
sex?
Yes, we also did that. We watched basketball during March Madness. And I thought, wow, this is really cool. I like this. And so now, it's NBA's getting up again in this season. I think I don't know how it works still, but they're getting up. It's a new thing they're doing. Games are happening again, and so I watched it because I'm like, I want to get into this, and so that's how it started. I watched them play that, and now
So you already answered my second question, which was which sport it was.
it's
the
basketball,
NBA.
baby.
It's
That's
the
right.
women's. No, never mind.
As I understand, the women's is horrible, and they're all talentless.
Nice.
That's what I've come to learn. Not that. Oh man, that's gonna get twisted around, and if I'm not careful.
I have
You
some
play
good-
fantasy basketball?
Some good man basketball is what I'm into. Yes.
I just feel like the barrier to entry for that kind of thing is so like you have to learn about players and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
who
I mean that it's. I got a little bit like, man, do I really have to learn who these people are? It's like, how do people talk about this stuff like they know everything? And I'm just like, I need to learn like who's getting into it from college, who's
I
retired.
know about Magic Johnson.
Yeah, see, I know that guy.
I've seen Space Jam.
Yeah, that's like all the the education I have about this thing.
So the reason you really got into basketball though is because that they're making a new Space Jam, right?
They are.
They actually are.
What?
Googling it.
Oh yeah, LeBron James. That's right. Officially doing Space Jam 2. Wow.
I've seen Space Jam so many times; it's unfunny.
No, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Wait a second. Okay, no.
You just checking the scores just now?
No, please. That's not me. Oh gosh.
What?
I'm just trying to find a release date. This is a. I'm interested in this.
Pre-order some tickets on Fandango.
Yeah, that's right, man. I am. About a year in advance.
Very good.
I put up a fun little Twitch quote from Lays when he brought up something being misconstrued from him.
Oh no.
I can't read it. It's covered up.
It wasn't covered up when it first came on.
What happened? Wait.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I need to check what's going on here.
Need to rewind to catch a glimpse of that.
Oh, I hate these
What did you hate, Lays? What did you hate?
these koalas. I mean that looks like the natural progression of this.
Let me just move it to the side a little bit.
Okay. I hate
little peek.
these. Notice the A and an E in there.
Dun, 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 dun,
Just gotta give it time to update.
dun, 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 dun. Any day now. Trying to lay.
Yeah. What?
This is
Okay.
quality entertainment.
No.
Oh!
Oh gosh! What did I say then?
What is this context?
I don't
What is the
remember the context.
Oh no! Was it even? I don't think it was. Oh, it might have been a twisted thing.
You know, we're in a new age. Their context doesn't matter anymore, Lace. I'm sorry.
No.
We're gonna have to remove you from the Lazy Koala.
Oh gosh! I have to step down.
You're too controversial.
Koala. Oh no! If anything, I think Twist would be the first one to do that. I mean, let's
You don't
be
know.
honest here. Let's not kid ourselves. It's like you put that on there with me and my bongos just going on. It's like the song I'm singing. These are lyrics.
Yeah, you should make a song
No, I'm okay.
with the bongos.
Freestyle right now. Yo, I hate.
Okay.
And what I meant to say is, I hate the.
Oh, I think he got censored automatically. Like it knew it was coming up, so it was like, get him out of here.
Police are on me.
Some riddance.
What?
Some riggins.
Are you?
I thought we were going for one of the longest silence
Oh,
for
were
a
we?
second.
We could probably beat that.
We definitely could if we did it.
You know,
I
That
mean,
was a magical moment. I had to save it. That was like on our first podcast, wasn't it?
I think it was actually. Yeah, the first time back to it.
All right, let's find a new topic.
Yeah.
So, you guys hear that Iron Fist and Luke Cage was canceled?
I'm not surprised. They're probably the least well, reviewed
Yeah.
shows they got. So
Iron Fist, from the very start, people thought it was garbage.
hmm
I actually thought second season wasn't too bad.
And-
Mostly because they made it less episodes.
Oh, okay.
Luke Cage season 2 was such a fucking slog to get through. It was so long. It's so much filler.
Man,
You know what I hate with the Marvel shows, right? It feels like it's about to build up to a climax, but then something happens and then it's like completely thrown off course and then they have to build up to another climax.
really? I
Yes,
haven't
like
watched
almost
these
every
new
time that this has
seasons.
happened.
Oh,
Season 2 of Jessica Jones was pretty good. It was a little long. I hope they don't cancel that. I might even like Jessica Jones more than Daredevil.
What?
Is that controversial?
yeah. How dare you support these women?
Second season of
God dang it. Lays, you're not making things any better for yourself.
just digging a hole. You know, these are gonna resurface in a couple of years, I tell you. You're not gonna be able to direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4.
Wow. I'm really missing out.
It's okay, you'll get hired on Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Okay.
That was another news story. Does anybody care about that?
I haven't heard about it. I don't keep up with this stuff.
I could say
James-
I don't care, but I need to care because this is a podcast and we need topics of discussion. It's like,
It's like,
yeah,
ouch.
let's talk
fine.
about
Wait,
that.
tell me how you really feel. James Gunn, who did the first 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, got fired
Right.
by Disney because he made some tweets.
Several years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then he got hired on the Suicide Squad too.
Yeah.
The DC don't care.
No, the
I'll take
trick
anything they can get.
is to get the old Suicide Squad director on the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't even remember who directed that.
No one wants to.
David Ayer.
Nope.
I don't know.
Speaking of DC, you guys seen that Walking Phoenix Joker? This is an old story,
No.
but you haven't
Yeah.
seen it?
Listen, man, I don't keep up with anything anymore.
Fuck, I need to go to Instagram immediately.
Okay.
When I saw, I don't know what DC is even doing. That might even be a whole Commander's Cabin video, but I don't know.
You're still doing those?
I'll punch you.
Got 6 in the bucket.
Let's see.
Don't worry, I'm gonna find this and post it in the
Mhm.
Lazy Koalas podcast. Oh, they put out a poster?
Uh-oh.
No, this isn't official. Never mind. You know, you guys could try to do some kind of filler while I'm looking this up.
So the Jewish question, right? The question about
Yes.
who really controls the world.
Mhm.
Some people say it's the Illuminati. Some people say it's the reptiles. Some people say it's aliens. But this is what's really happening. Let me get my Alex Jones voice. This is what's really happening. All right. The Jews control the world, but the aliens control the Jews. But the reptiles control the aliens, and the Illuminati controls them all. All right.
Oh,
It's okay, we can stop now. We found the picture.
All right, that's good.
there he is.
I saw pictures of this on Twitter. I didn't know what it was. Let's see.
It's Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker
Ooh,
in a Joker Origins movie.
a Joker
That's something we want, right?
No. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like The Killing Joke when I read it. Is that heresy?
I like I don't really get. I know it will be heresy from anyone else, but I don't get passionate about this stuff personally. I like The Killing
That's
Joke,
good.
but
I'm just the dirty jock. I don't know
You can read comic books.
at all. Hmm.
Hmm?
Hmm.
So what do you think about that, guys?
I don't want it.
You know, like you?
Well, it's not even that I don't like what I see. It's that I don't want what I see. It's not like DC fans have like a list of stuff they want, and this isn't on the list.
It seems like DC doesn't fucking either know or care what people want.
Yeah.
They just are constantly making missteps. I heard that Titans wasn't that bad though. That trailer was god awful, but I heard the show wasn't that bad.
I rarely watch shows. Like with the Marvel stuff, I watched like episode 1 of Daredevil, and that was about it. I don't really have time to commit to like that sort of stuff. Like Man in the High Castle, The Office, and Black Mirror, and that's about where I stop.
You watched The Office?
I've watched The Office like 1,000 times.
Oh, good. Okay.
Are you the type of person that just watches the same show over and over again? Or is it just The Office?
It's just The Office, really.
Because, like, my sister, she'll watch a show 20 times. It's ridiculous. I don't know how you have why you would ever do that. I have seen The Office twice, I'll admit. At least twice. I've also seen It's Always Sunny twice. Maybe I'm a hypocrite.
As much as I like Man in the High Castle, I've only like watched through the entire thing in one sitting once, and then I'll just pick random episodes to rewatch. But
It seems a little strange. I feel like it's like such a solid plot that it'd be hard to watch just a random episode.
I just watch cool scenes. Because they're like cool scenes, and then between it's everyone talking at a real low voice. That it's sometimes hilarious. Like sometimes I'm watching the show and they're like whispering to each other. It's like a normal conversation, like just in the safety of their own home. Like, why are you talking like that?
The
No one in
Nazis
real
will
life
hear us.
talks that quietly to each other.
It's good. I still haven't watched the entire latest season.
I completed it in one day. I love season 3. It's got it's got a mixed Japanese white dude, so cha-ching, and then it's got an Okinawan woman, so like my bases are covered. You know, I actually never like go like the whole we need more representation crowd, but like when I actually see something that's like actually not represented, like Okinawans or mixed Japanese white people, I'm like, oh, I can kind of understand now.
I get giddy every time I see a white person. Okay. Come on, guys, please. Lays, what are you looking at right now? I can tell you're reading something.
I'm reading this thread Reddit's posted about being oblivious to signals.
Oh, you're reading that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, do
Yeah,
we really
Reddit.
need to talk about
You should
that?
summarize this. Summarize this for us. You know, if you don't mind, I guess. I mean, you tweeted it, right? So.
I mind.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Basically, Radix is just so fucking hot. I cream over him all the time.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
I think I can safely say that I've never been flirted or hit on by anybody.
Well, how do you know? Maybe this is like a
Yeah.
situation.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Actually, you know what? You're right. Someone told me they liked me in 2nd grade.
Oh, you could have been married.
Gosh golly. And this is this is so horrible. There actually was somebody in elementary school. Fucking relationships in elementary school don't count, of course.
Right.
Ridiculous. But I heard that I was told that this person got really ugly and fat. It's sad.
Oh.
Oh man.
Goodness gracious.
You have to be a teen mom or something.
Are you saying ugly and fat women are just pregnant?
Listen, man, I don't know.
Ladies.
Listen, it
I'm
depends
gonna
on the...
sick the SJW police on you, okay? You're about to get me too'd.
Oh no. I don't want to. I don't want that.
You're gonna get me threed.
No.
Ooh. Never getting a job again.
What is that? Oh gosh.
You know what? I'm gonna ask a question. How long have we been going for? I think we should jump into the brackets.
Yeah, we should probably get that out of the way.
We're doing brackets now? Okay, let me
I'm gonna get rid of these topics we finally
bracket
covered.
thing. Zoom, and here we are, it's the brackets.
Hell yeah.
I guess we're going to the west now.
Yeah.
You're in my territory now, boys.
Oh no.
Oh, I was thinking maybe we could change around some of these, by the way, because some of them do seem to be obscure, and there aren't any new ones. So I was considering maybe we could go through at some point and clean out some of the old ones that maybe we don't know.
Are you
put
saying
in
you
some
want to
new ones.
rig the elections, Lays?
Listen, man.
We aren't changing a thing.
All right. All right, man. All right. Let me get this up so I have a reference.
I don't remember why I saved mine.
Well, at
Somebody
least
have this? Can I be?
It's on the stream.
Can we put it in the Lazy Calls podcast?
Yeah, I feel like it's somewhere. Meme Madness bracket.
So you actually know what March Madness is now, you jock.
Why? Listen, man, I'm just trying to live my life.
Listen, man.
Listen, man.
Better be careful, Lays. Here in North Carolina, we have a history of lynching people who are different than us.
Oh no.
You're gonna get lynched.
I don't want to get lynched.
We have postcards of people looking at people hanging from a tree.
What? Alright. Alright, boys.
Alright.
Some intro music plays. Dun, 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 dun. And then, you know. Welcome back, everybody, to the 2018...
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2018 Meme Madness bracket.
Things are really stirring up here on the West Coast. Los Angeles, California. My wife left me. Going through a messy divorce. Why don't you take it from here, Chip?
I can see you're getting pretty disturbed about this, Rex, so I'll take it.
I just need to tie this noose around my neck.
Okay, Chip. Sounds
Oh.
good.
We did that in North Carolina, too.
Anyway, as you can see here... Uh-oh, he's not quite... It didn't tie it quite well enough.
It's like basting a turkey. You gotta let it wait for a while.
Should we let him fade it out? It seems like he's not quite
I've
there.
reached climax.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. That sounds great, Rick.
It was great. Thanks for saying that.
Okay. Anyway. Our first matchup here, we have Kermit Sipping Tea versus Straight Outta Compton.
Kermit sipping tea.
I agree. Kermit sipping. Straight Outta Compton was like a short fad when the movie came out, and that's about it.
Alright, so yeah, I'm highly racist, so I have to go with Kermit Sipping Tea.
That's what I'm talking
What?
about.
Sounds like we have a winner. Or
You see that SNL? Any of you guys watch SNL?
A little bit.
sometimes.
First, let me get out a rant about SNL.
Okay.
They've become way too self-referential. It's fucking dumb. Nobody gives a shit about the cast of it. Well, I guess people do give a shit, but I don't give a shit. Nobody cares about little Colin Jost and who's her face, and they flirt with each other, and oh, it's so funny. I came here for sketch comedy. That's it.
Damn.
Get roasted.
That's it, man. That's it.
You know,
But they
when
had
I
a
said
joke about-
sometimes. I didn't mean I got into it so much that I would get angry about this.
But they had a sketch where they were like this white supremacists playing fantasy sports or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And they're like, so we've decided that you can't have black people on your fantasy sports team.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Right. Talking about moving to Vermont,
Oh, yeah,
I think.
that's what it was. Vermont.
Yeah, that was like kind of like a side thing they started with.
Okay, so Kermit's won.
Yes. Yes. All right. How about you, Dale? You want to read us in on this next one?
I can barely read this. I love my wife's curvy body. Anyway, back to the memes.
I thought she left you, right?
I love it so much. I miss her.
Okay, I'm very sorry.
Or Kim K breaks the internet. And Kim K, of course, referring to Kim Kardashian.
Oh, thanks for clarifying that. I thought it was Kim Klein.
So I have no idea what Love My Wife's Curvy Body is.
Yeah.
Saying break
I mean-
the internet is real weak as well. So,
It's weak, but like it's in
although
my-
people still do say break the internet now. So, I mean, occasionally.
I hated the phrase "break the internet" in the context of Kim Kardashian, but I understand it like outside of that context. I
Yeah.
never really thought Kim Kardashian broke the internet.
No, I jerked off to it.
No, okay.
It seems like this is the picture
Damn.
that it started from.
These are kind of related. How is this a meme? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm voting for
Okay,
Kardashian.
let's fucking break the internet.
We know they won't
Alright.
last, so let's just go with that. So,
Yeah, that's true. Not against Kermit sipping tea.
right. Or anything. So, okay.
Cool.
Alright. Bit of a weak matchup, but, we'll get through it.
So what's next?
Looks like we have Bad Luck Brian, classic meme.
Classic.
Very classic. Original, really. Versus I Like Turtles.
Mm.
You see, that Bad Luck Brian guy was in a McDonald's commercial recently. For that trick, treat, win thing they got going on.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll show you.
I will say, I think Bad Luck Brian, it's an old meme, it's been oversaturated, it's been brought into normie territory, but I have no idea
Not both
what I
is
Like
normal.
Turtles is.
You've seen it before, surely.
Yeah.
Don't remember it.
Here's this guy, and
Oh, he's
Here's
capitalizing on that meme.
here's one of his things. It's a guy who has a happy thing and then a bad luck turnout on the bottom.
I think we all know
This is
what Bad Luck Brian is.
This is what memes were before they were considered what they are now. You know, this is like a. I have to give it to him because this is like.
Alec Turtles is also an old one though.
Yeah, but like this guy though, like he's like, he was like, you go to meme generator, you know, that's him. Alec Turtles, you can't customize that anyway. It's just I like
Google
turtles.
I like
some
turtles.
kid in like makeup.
Because
It's
I
some
get a
kid in
full
like
explanation
dark makeup.
on this. Oh, I see.
Alec Turtles is
I'm-
kind of used in the same way at My Name is Jeff, I believe.
I'd go with Brian.
Hmm.
No, I'm gonna go with Brian too.
Yeah,
It's just a funny image.
it is.
Take the meme context out of it. It's a funny image versus a funny video. It's not super strong though, I don't think.
No.
So I guess next is absolute units. Don't know what that is.
Okay, I've done my research on this, boys.
Versus
You guys don't know
Fergie's
what
national anthem.
you guys don't know what absolute unit is.
Well, I do now. I did not those seconds
It's like a
ago.
replacement for like it's like an alternative for thick, for something that's really
Yes.
big. I love
Yes.
absolute unit. That's where my vote's going towards.
I've never heard of this before.
I haven't heard of it either,
I can't
but
believe
apparently,
you-
this, how have you heard of this? How do you
see
know this is?
I see absolute unit like all the time on the internet.
What? Where?
never
Where
seen
are
it.
you?
On the internet, on YouTube,
On
Twitter,
4chan? What's happening?
not on 4chan.
Tumblr? Maybe it's a Tumblr thing.
If you see it all the time, can you share a link to like some kind of post that you see this
What's
on?
the highlight of absolute unit?
Yeah, why do people like it so much?
Because it's like it's typically associated with a funny image of something that's thick. It's
really
it's
get
the
it, if
exact
I'm
same
gonna be
thing
honest.
as thick.
I'm really not getting the appeal of this absolute unit thing.
I don't.
Yeah,
either.
I'll go with it, but no. Yeah.
I'll go with Fergie's national anthem just because it was a funny video at the time, and
Mm,
I've heard of it.
I like things that are thick, so I'll go with the thick absolute unit thing.
So, what does unit have? What does unit mean? What is?
I
It's
believe
just
it
a-
comes from like British English, I think. Because I've really only seen British and Irish people use it, and then
It's
like
like I
it
know
sort of
it's
trickled
it
down
double
to the
T.
Americans.
All right, so I guess it's going on though.
Yes. All right.
That's gonna be a terrible fucking matchup.
But the West is really not giving too much. I gotta say. All right. Well, next
Okay.
up we have
Come on.
Swaggy P versus Pizza Rat. Apparently, that's
What the fuck?
Don't know what either of these are.
What is
Swaggy
Swaggy P?
I post. That's the guy with the question marks and the face. I posted him in the thing too.
Oh, that's what it's called, Swaggy P.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, I didn't
Just a
know.
reaction image.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'd vote for Swaggy P.
And Pizza Rat was such a split second thing. It's like has no lasting power.
I have never
Must-
seen Pizza Rat.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Pizza Rat either. So
I remember it
Oh,
making
it's
the cycle.
2015. What?
And it pretty much died in 2015.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know why it's on a 2018 bracket. Like, how far do you have to go to find these? You know,
There's
Like
some legacy
memes.
memes, darn sure.
list of memes. That's what he looked up probably.
These definitely aren't memes from 2018.
Yeah.
Where's the spaghettis, you know?
Oh.
Tide
is there one of
Pods?
those? Oh, if they aren't on here, there's a serious problem. Let's see.
And whatever else garbage got 2018.
Ebola Knuckles.
Oh, this is kind of new, this next one. What are those? Wait, did we
And-
decide on Swaggy P?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
What
if
are
you're
those?
reading this, it's too late.
Frankly, I'm more of a fan of if you're reading this, it's too late. I
I would
understand
have
that
to-
what are those are more popular, but I get more chuckles out of. If you're reading this, it's too late.
One of those, though, has had a resurgence since this Jake Paul documentary series.
What?
Please tell me you've heard of this.
Jake Paul documentary.
How have you been on the internet and not heard about this?
Shane
Dawson.
Shane Dawson?
Yes.
Oh, what's this?
He did an 8-part documentary series on Jake Paul
Why?
to see if he's a sociopath. That's the reason we had that sociopath quiz the last time.
Oh, okay. I probably came in late. I don't know.
Where have you been?
Let me tell you, this
I
whole
don't-
meme bracket thing has just made us more frustrated at each other. We're realizing how we all live different lives and experience the internet differently.
But Absolute Unit though is, I don't understand.
I can't believe you don't know Absolute Unit! It's a good one! It's for good boys!
Oh goodness. I've anchored
I know about Good Boys.
Oh, I know about those two. Hey, guess what you are, Ultrox?
What's that?
You're a good boy.
So how we decided on who's winning on...
We good?
Yes. Yes.
So who's won this round? My vote's still with if you're reading this.
Me too. I'm with you. If
Me
you're
too.
reading this, it's too late.
Me
All
3.
right.
Unanimous.
Ooh, me
We're almost
3.
done with
That's
this already.
never get a job again tier.
No. Oh,
We might have to do a second bracket. This is going too quick. These are all so lame.
now we cut these up into like every other thing, right? So we're gonna stop at this, I think, the West.
We can do a different bracket of something completely unrelated if we need to.
We've gone past an hour. I don't care. Whatever Rex wants to do, I guess.
Alright, the next one. Haven't heard of either of these.
Rex, you read them out for us.
You the real MVP and romp him.
Oh, I've
Okay.
seen romp hymns before. They're dumb. I didn't know it was like a meme though.
What's
Romp
a
him?
romp him?
Look it up.
Ugh.
Okay, it looks like
Google
like
image
you're
search.
trying to get with somebody.
No. It's a romper, but for a man.
What's a romper?
It's a female's article of clothing.
Romper. What the fuck is this guy doing?
Well, that looks stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I post this here? I'll do it anyway.
Oh yes, I'm gonna go get my romper on getonfleek.com.
I'm gonna vote for you the real MVP.
It
Yeah.
looks much more entertaining.
Alright.
Oh, okay. It's like a onesie.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Short sleeve onesie.
The shorts.
Get your hairy legs poking out the bottom. Alright, so the next one.
Yes. Let's see.
This is fine.
Uh huh.
Or Alex from Target. I'm gonna go with this is fine.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
vote
this is fine. Yeah.
I love this
All
is
right.
fine if I'm gonna be
All
honest.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I think it adequately describes most situations in which it's not fine. So,
Whereas Alex from Target, you know, I'd bang him, but it's just so weak.
yeah.
I've never
Exactly
heard of
what
Alex
guy.
from Target.
It was in the news. It's a weird thing, really. I don't know what he's doing anymore.
It's just a cute little boy from Target.
Like there's a news article. What happened to Alex from Target?
What happened to damn Daniel?
Ooh, it's
Where's Dan
Alex
Daniel?
LaBouffe. Ah,
Oh, like Shia?
yeah,
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
yeah.
Alright, so let's step into
like-
the second round.
That's right. Was I born?
I think we
Kermit
decided
sipping
that Kermit
tea
is moving forward,
Versus,
right?
yeah, let's just move Kermit. Okay.
Shit.
Bad Luck Brian versus Absolute Unit. This is gonna be a battle right here. Or at least this is gonna
Bad luck,
frustrate.
Brian.
I already know that this is gonna frustrate me. I already know this is gonna. My vote's for absolute unit. Please go ahead, piss me off.
I choose bad luck,
I'm Brian.
So
Oh man, we live in a society.
I'm sorry you have a
Bad
bunch of
luck,
normies
Brian.
on your podcast.
It's absolute unit. All right. Swaggy P question mark question mark question mark, or as I like to say, confused black man
right,
versus
that's
versus if you're reading this, it's too late.
Swaggy P wins
I
this.
feel no really pull towards either.
I'm
Well, how about
going
you say confused Swaggy P?
Yeah, I go with Swaggy P.
Yeah, all right.
Then you the real MVP, and this is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine. Going through these, there's no competition. Except for the
It's
one
gonna be
guy.
this is fine versus Kermit, I can tell.
Kermit sipping tea versus Bad Luck Brian.
Gotta go with Kermit.
Kermit.
Much more usable. Still usable.
Yeah, can't really use Bally Brian too much more about without being unless we kind of Facebook mom,
Yeah.
right? So
Confused
it's
Which
black,
I am.
unfortunate, but
confused black man versus this is fine. Ooh.
This is fine.
confused black man. Swaggy.
Oh man, I'm
Huge
divided.
upset.
Oh, this is the.
Come on,
Oh,
S-
you have to
Swaggy
s-
P.
You have to
Swaggy
sway
P,
me.
man.
Okay, let me. All right, let's first let me hear Laze's argument in favor
It's
of
Swaggy P.
All right, now let's hear Ultrox's argument on this is fine.
This is fine.
Come on.
Mine can be said in 3 words. This is fine.
hmm
Yes, that's true.
I
I'm
just feel
voting
like it's
for.
much more usable.
Yeah, I'm voting for this is fine.
Oh no,
It's just a funny image on its own. It's funny in context. It's...
Swaggy P's funny on his own. He races.
All right, now we have Kermit sipping tea versus this is fine.
This is tough.
This is tough.
I
feel
would
like
say
I
this
just have
is
a
fine.
bias towards this is fine, if I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I just like it a lot.
This is fine. I think might have to take it from here.
All right, we have 2 votes for this is fine. Let's do that.
Kermit sipping tea is just too passive aggressive.
That's why I like it. All right.
I also want to say maybe we should make it so in the final 4 we have the name, because we have, it seems like they repeat numbers at some point.
I'm doing this on Paint, not Paint.net. What am I supposed to just take out a
We've been
chunk of the
using it.
screen?
We've been writing them down in the topics list. Speaking of
wanna-
which,
Do you want to see
Oh, okay.
who wins South versus West?
nah.
Nah.
We saved that
hold
for the
that one.
grand finale.
Gotcha.
Oh, we have 2 more. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's Meltan. There's a new Pokemon. Just throw that out there, I guess.
Is that a meme?
It's a little Pokemon, Meltan. It's a Pokemon Go kind of deal.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. We have 2 tooths. Radix, just put in the text. You can do it. It's. I know Pain has this.
The second seed won twice. That's interesting. What is the first seed for both these brackets?
The first seed of South was Crying Jordan. First seed of West was Sipping Tea Kermit.
That sounds about right. All right, that went well.
All right.
I feel like we did that one real quick.
Yeah, we definitely did.
And then fucking Twisted's gonna come in right before the podcast ends. Then we'll do it again.
That's true.
Cool.
You guys like
Alright.
memes?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
What's the meme?
I hear
Fun
unit
fact.
is a meme.
Richard Dawkins coined the modern use of meme.
Really?
It's weird.
Ah, it's a shortening. Okay.
When was meme first used?
1976.
It's kind of like the furry conventions. Like, how did memes exist before the internet? Oh, speaking of which, that's our first furry reference of the podcast.
Why are you clapping for that?
I was about to say.
No,
What?
it's just
I was
We
just sitting here
could've
thinking we could have gone one whole podcast.
It could've
without
I
been
didn't
worse.
even do that intentionally. It just came up naturally.
Can't.
Maybe next time, guys. We haven't brought up our other subject though, so nobody do it, okay?
What is it?
Okay.
I forgot what it was.
I can think of a few.
It's
Is it
still in
the
topic.
baked bean thing?
Oh!
Oh!
Why, Lays? Why? We were so close! We were
Yeah.
so close! Freaking jocks ruining everything.
Frickin' shoes.
Oh no.
Jock Jews.
Gah. I just feel dirty now.
I think we're further in this. We're talking about what we need to talk about.
Let me tell you, there was
Why
that one
so
podcast.
quick to get out of the podcast?
There was that one podcast we went over the 2 hours, and then we created the concept of lazy koalas after hours or whatever, and then we never even reached 2 hours ever again.
Well, we could have,
Wanna do
but I
it?
think. Yeah,
Lazy
What do you-
really wanted to do it last week.
well, that was when we had people. We had substance. We have 3 people.
What do you mean? Cody's here.
You know, man, you pretty much could say he is here and it'd be like the same.
Exactly.
So,
I wonder what Cody's excuse is.
you know, that's true. He's not here. He usually is.
Might be the first podcast he's ever missed. Let's check the records.
Yeah. Go through the records, Radix.
What am I, a
Is it?
historian?
Yes.
Go through the thumbnails.
Go through the
Go
phone. That's
through the
actually fair.
thumbnails.
Wait,
Yeah.
I actually had an
You see
idea.
Dexter. Oh,
No, you go first.
I was just gonna do a bad joke. You do it. You go ahead.
I don't even feel like it anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No, I was gonna say all this stuff, but then you cut me off. And...
Freaking jocks.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
always thinking that they're better than us.
No.
So what? You have muscles. I have muscular atrophy. Isn't that the same thing?
Oh, yes, it is, sir. Mm-hmm.
I actually feel like I've gotten weaker since I've lost weight. I feel like I'm a weak little boy now. I feel like the fat was the only thing keeping me together.
Oh man.
I still got some fat. It's pretty unattractive, if I'm gonna be honest. It's just like it's so loose now. It's weird. It's gross.
You know, I got a little bit of fat too.
And your dick.
Sure.
I was like, okay, so I have an idea for a video.
Okay. What a way to come out of that.
And I
huh?
think its home would be on the Lazy Koalas, which is a little controversial since we haven't uploaded a video in years.
Well, I mean, technically. 2 weeks
The
ago.
first thing that's other than a podcast.
Okay.
So I
We
wanted
had
to
the
pull
April
you guys
Fool's
on
stuff
that.
in April.
Oh yeah, that's right. How long were you planning that, by the way, Liz?
I think a couple of days. Maybe same day. I really don't know, to be honest. I think it was on the drive home that day, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm open to the idea of a video being put on the Lazy Koalas.
The
channel.
thing is, it would only be in me and Nightclub. You guys wouldn't be a part of it.
That's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
But I wanted it to be like a multi-perspective thing. which would be weird to put on either me or his channel, just like
Right.
separately. And then, of course, Depth Productions is dead. We couldn't put it on there. So I thought Lazy Koalas might be a good place for it.
That sounds.
A multi-perspective of what?
There's this really amazing moment that we had in Battlefield 4. I just thought it was really funny, and it would edit into a video pretty well.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's already done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I've been
We
meaning to
both
say.
saved clips of it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to say I'm open to the idea of, like, different Koalas members putting stuff on the Lazy Koalas channel. Assuming it has, like, some sort of... Assuming it's not just a video that would be best
Not
going
just
to your
like
own
The
channel.
Walking Dead episode 5.
Yeah, yeah. But, like,
You started on 5 from your own channel.
crossovers
Just
and stuff like
continue it.
that could go here. I think of doing maybe the interview series that we did for the first episode of Season 2 of Radio Radix and then stopped. I'm thinking of picking that back up on here. I just don't have time to schedule.
I was really glad that you canceled that, by the way.
You were anxious about
before
yours.
I got to you.
Yeah, I was nervous.
I have a good. I like my. I've been liking the thumbnails I've been making for that series. By thumbnails, I mean I've just made the Twisted and Ultrox one. But I like these thumbnails. I'll upload it in the podcast channel. But I want to start that up sooner rather than later. But I've just been so freaking busy and stressed out lately.
I see that you also tweeted out that you're a whatchamacallit, Bachelor of Arts major. So you're stressed out, but if you explain it, it makes it seem like it's a walk in the park.
Oh, a liberal arts major.
Liberal arts, that's what it is. Yeah.
Ha!
I don't know how
Liberal.
you liberals do it.
Because when we think of what Lazy Koala member is going to a liberal arts college for a liberal arts degree, it's definitely Radix. That's the first person who fits that stereotype.
Ooh, that's a nice thumbnail. Oh, if only, like, my name was spaced out better so that the little I could go underneath the dot. Think about that. No, that would be dumb.
I can't work on miracles. Also, since Twisted was my co-host, I would want Twisted to be my backup for it. And of course, Twisted's in Fallout right now, trying to scavenge for supplies. So I'll hold off on working with him to try to set something up.
Twisted's gathering parts for his power armor.
Yeah, he's building a settlement.
He just killed a death claw.
Very good, Lace.
I was trying to think of it after now. I'm sorry.
This jock had to pass a speech test on IRL.
Look at him trying to fit in. Get out. So I'm still waiting on Nightclub for that one video I talked about last time.
I started saying hoping that what it
Oh,
was
now it's
would
right
come
now.
back
It's
to my-
Seedrock69 plays Skyrim Part 2.
Oh, speaking of Skyrim,
A video that no one wanted.
I'm preparing. I don't think it's actually going to come out, but I'm thinking of making my 3 years on YouTube video. I don't think it'll actually come out because I just don't have the time. Plus, my editing program just takes hours and hours and hours to render a small video. But I was looking through my my 2 year on YouTube video, and I mentioned that I talked about Skyrim and said I don't want to talk too much about Skyrim. That's because I was planning on doing a basically doing what Ultrox is doing with Assassin's Creed, playing all the games, but like with Elder Scrolls. But of course, that never saw the light of day. I have a habit of saying in videos that I'll get to this later, or you'll see what I'm talking about later, than never actually doing it.
Yeah, it happens with me too. You just gotta stop caring. That's the secret.
That's the secret.
That's right, man. Amen.
I have a list of videos that I wanted to make this year, and I haven't even gotten to half of them.
No. Oh, when can I expect that new Walking Dead video?
I haven't recorded it.
Oh man. I
I
avoid.
have to be in quite the mood in order to record a
yeah.
video.
Yeah, I've been avoiding watching like any YouTubers I watch who are going into that second episode of the last season. So
You're saving
no.
it for him.
Just waiting.
You better
finish
hurry
it
up,
quick.
Trucks.
I actually ran into a spoiler for the episode when I was looking at Telltale's Twitter accounts.
Oh wow.
So that's unfortunate. You know, maybe... No, I won't. I was going to say maybe I'll do it after this podcast, but I know I won't.
Right.
I'm too tired after we do a podcast. It drains my life energy.
This podcast is a deal with the devil.
I genuinely think I'm going to die like 3 years earlier because of this. This channel.
Oh gosh. Sorry.
Ugh. Well,
I thought we were going for the silence thing again, so I was
Oh.
just keeping quiet.
we could do it.
Well, we don't really. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose if you just can't do it, right? You have to be in an
yeah.
agreement, but you don't talk about it. You know,
It's a silent
unspoken
agreement.
Yeah.
Here I thought it was going to go for like 30 minutes to the 2-hour mark. And then I'll say like, so thanks for
sorry.
watching, everybody.
That'd be good. I just couldn't help myself.
Right.
No, I felt like laughing too. I was too conscious of it.
Right.
Yeah.
The best part of a podcast is having a running gag of silence.
We can't do it again.
No,
No.
we can't. That's not. Do we want to end this now?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
I think we could keep going.
You're
I
mad,
think
man.
we can make it to 2 hours.
You madman.
You want to just get there. It doesn't matter what we do.
This is exactly what you wanted to do last week.
Alright, I hear you. Hey, what's the emergency topic for superlatives or Arua?
Do we have enough people for those things?
Game?
Maybe for superlatives, definitely not for Aru Aru game.
Ooh. Say that again.
Aru Aru game. I saw a Japanese channel do it, and I thought maybe we could do it, but we'd have to have like a few people. It's basically. So, I remember when I was bringing up the... Here we go. When I was bringing up the bean sandwich, and Ultrox said, that's not something that's relatable. And I was under the impression... Not the bean sandwich, the peanut butter sandwich. We have too many sandwiches. On
Bean
this
sandwich is pretty unrelatable too.
Well, I understand. I didn't think bean sandwiches were relatable, but I did thought other people would have difficulty with jelly part of peanut butter sandwiches, and Ultrox said that's not a relatable problem. I'm like, oh man, but the Aru Aru game, they had a bunch of YouTubers sitting in a room. They had a little sign that said Aru Aru. Aru Aru means like hashtag relatable, and
Nice.
it doesn't sound that stupid. It's just grammatically it makes more sense for me to translate into hashtag relatable. But they basically have to say something that they think. There was about 6 of them in the room, and they had to say something that they thought one other or 2 other people would be able to relate to. And then they get points for like saying like, I forget any examples, but they would say something they would hope would be only relatable to 1 or 2 more people. They'd say it, then they'd hold up the sign and say, Aru Aru, hashtag relatable, and then everyone else who were related to what they talked about would hold up the sign as well. And if you had more than 2 people, then it was deemed like too relatable, so you didn't get the points for it. So basically, you're trying to find something that's relatable, but not too relatable. So I was hoping that game would be my revenge to see someone say something like, you know, when you blah 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 blah, and like no one can relate to that. That was Radix's revenge.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good. Radix's
played it.
revenge.
Right.
It's like an 80s video game.
Oh.
Superlatives.
So we can't play that one.
No, we can't play that one. Superlatives, I had a list somewhere. Superlatives are like, in your yearbooks it says like most likely to succeed, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a list of superlatives from Tree Ring, and I thought maybe we could try to do that with the koalas. I haven't looked through this list, so I don't know like how many of these can actually apply, but just maybe a topic of discussion.
That sounds fun. It'd be us three deciding everyone's fate, but I think we could try out 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Or 80 or 10.
All right,
20?
let's try this. The first one is who is the life of the party?
Huh. Is that probably Twisted? I don't know.
I agree with Twisted.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want Twisted to be the life of the party, but he usually is. Usually is.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
Most likely to be president. I don't think any of us are.
Commander Radix.
I am running.
I guess maybe Radix. I guess. Yeah.
Oh man.
I could see Drekor running under Bernie's platform.
Yeah, he'd be like, campaign manager or something, I think. Let's see. Okay.
Speaking of which, sidetrack. I filled out my ballot yesterday.
Oh hey.
Oh.
And you guys voting?
I voted
I don't think I do that yet. Oh, what?
Nice. Look at us.
Look at us.
I heard that the local election might be delayed in Georgia, where Twisted is, because of the hurricane, and because of other stuff.
That makes sense. Most likely to cure the common cold. I don't think any of us are going to be doing that.
Cody.
I think Cody would do it, but he'd somehow create the zombie virus. So.
Right.
Yeah.
He would do it, but then also in the very back of that DNA,
he'd embed
Ebola.
The sinister.
Yeah, he'd be aiming for something different and accidentally make it and just throw it in the trash. Most likely to write the next Harry Potter.
Radix.
I guess Radix, right? You're the writer.
Have you ever read any of the Harry Potters, though?
Yeah, I read all the Harry Potters.
Okay, yeah.
I read Deathly Hallows when it came out. I didn't.
Nightclub is
care
the
for it.
second, the big advocate for the Harry Potter books.
Oh, okay.
Most likely to win the lottery and lose the ticket.
Me.
Yeah, I think that's actually fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actively play the lottery, so yeah.
Idiot.
Oh wow.
What? What do you mean?
Jock.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
sounds like something a jock would do.
Oh gosh.
Most likely to be on a reality show.
That's
Twisted.
a tough one.
I could see Twisted. I could see Ultrox.
What would be our archetypes on this reality show?
Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't watch enough reality shows to be able to recognize archetypes. I could
If we were
see
on Big Brother.
I could see a reality show where we're all of us are in a shared living space.
I could see that. I could see a nightclub in Jersey Shore.
Oh. Yeah.
Taking his shirt off, fist pumping.
Oh yeah, they did that, didn't they? It's been a while.
Oh yeah, that's what Jersey Shore is.
Forgot. That's right.
I'd like to see that, a reality show with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's give it to all of us, just on one.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show. That's not how superlatives work, but whatever. Most likely to be late to graduation.
I'd say Lays.
Hi.
Because you're late.
Listen, man, I come from work all the time. I'm like,
That's
right.
true.
I'm like,
And you're
I
late?
leave work. I get here a little bit after 8 typically. So all right, fine. I'll take it. Sure.
To be fair,
I didn't even... Go on.
To be fair, I don't think any of us really fit the bill to be most likely to be late to graduation.
If it has to be anybody, I'll take it.
I originally wasn't going to go to my graduation.
Oh,
I didn't want to.
that's fair.
But my
Down
teacher
system.
wanted me to, so I kind of just did it for her. She was a sweet lady.
Oh, look at that. She had hope in you.
She was new to my school, and I was like one of the only nice kids to her, so
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh, what?
we had a bond.
Who would be mean to a teacher that seems so sweet?
I mean, she was sweet, but she wanted people to do their work, which was
Right.
Oh,
too much to ask for in my high
I
school.
understand.
Most
How dare they
like
do schoolwork. Yeah.
most likely to trip at graduation.
Oh, that's okay.
Mm.
Uh,
Well, maybe. I think I'm pretty
What do you say?
clumsy. I mean,
if Lays wants to
I-
take this honor,
I'll take the honor of
Alright.
tripping at graduation.
I don't see any of us as trippers, I guess. But
I'm tripping.
Like
Alright.
literally right now.
most likely to be your boss.
Radix.
I guess.
Probably Radix.
Radix and Lays. I mean,
Oh yeah.
one time.
I don't think this is gonna work with us. But this one says most changed since freshman year.
Radix.
I feel like Radix has changed a lot. I feel like I've changed a lot. But not really. It doesn't really apply to us like in the Lazy Koalas. I don't think we've seen this. But
Yeah.
I guess I've been on YouTube since I was a freshman, so you can see it.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same person if you watch the videos. So
Like talking actual high school, I did change like a much from freshman to senior.
I used to, when I was a freshman in high school, I used to think that I had a purpose in life, and you know,
Oh no.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I feel like I was a little bit emo in high school or early high school, and then eventually I stopped caring. Which
That
you
sounds
think
like
that
war.
emo,
I mean,
but emos, they say they don't have feelings, but they just have a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
All right.
I was mad at the world in freshman year, but now I don't care.
Most likely to invent the next iPhone.
Cody, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd say
Or well,
Lays.
Nyclub's
No,
going. What?
I'd say Tristan.
Why?
Because he's got an engineering degree that's better than yours.
All right. Here's an interesting one. Most likely to win an Olympic medal. Well, we have
Oh,
Jock
none of
in
us.
here.
That's Nightclub. Listen, man, I
Oh,
just watched it.
Jock.
I just
Jock.
watch it. I haven't. I just watch it.
Nightclub actually did used to play football, so
Be impressed. So
Let's see.
Nightclub.
Most likely to win a Nobel Prize.
Radix for the Cuckoo universe.
For the, is that a Nobel Prize worthy?
Is it still the Cuckoo universe? Is it the
No, it's changed.
It's changed.
Calamos?
The Calamos
Alamos
mythos.
Mythos.
Okay.
Doesn't that flow off the tongue easily?
I started reading that, by the way. That first issue you put out,
Oh, thank you.
pretty good.
I'm trying to rewrite everything, which is fun.
It's a daunting task.
Most likely to win a Pulitzer.
You're gonna have to tell me what a Pulitzer is again.
That's a
Sounds like some
journalist.
kind of fancy award.
It's a journalist prize.
I'd say that's probably Radix.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
I
the
get
writer.
Most outspoken. I think Twisted gets that one.
Definitely.
Well, like if Twisted has something to say, nothing will
Outspoken
stop
to a fault.
Let's see. Best voice. Ugh.
Oh,
I
that's
think we-
twist.
Yeah, I would give it to
What are you
Twisted.
saying?
I think we have a lot of good voiced people in here. I think we have Twisted, Nightclub, and Ultrox. I think they all have good voices that you could hear
No,
on
I
the
understand.
radio. Yeah, well.
I think
Oh,
Radix has got a good. Cody's got a good voice if he would use it.
Oh, well.
All right, let's see. Best beard.
Oh, that's Ultrox any day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cody might have an amazing beard. We don't know.
Oh,
God, you're right.
Oh, I want to know.
I guess
I just wanna see a
Dreadcore
beard.
or
Dreadcore's
Cody.
got a
He's got-
disgusting goatee.
He's got a thing going on. He has hair on his face.
Twisted grown that weird mustache before.
Yeah,
I
think he
don't
doesn't shave
understand
it,
that mustache.
and he leaves it for a bit. That's kind of what he's got going on.
I got the sideburns though. You can't deny that.
Okay. Oh, ooh.
I've wanted to say this before as well. It bothers me whenever I record a face cam video. I haven't shaved and I just look like a disgusting monster.
Oh, yeah.
Then I always shave like after, but then never get around to making a video while I'm shaved.
I remember that on the 2-year anniversary podcast of the Koalas, Twisted didn't shave, and he almost didn't want to use his webcam.
Yeah.
And we've had this thing planned out for like weeks. He was like, "I haven't shaved in a while." It's like, well, you know,
Why don't you go shave and come back real
why don't you do this ahead of time? All right.
Nightclub can grow some great facial hair.
Oh, that's true.
Ah.
Nightclub. That's true.
Let's go
That
with
thing is-
nightclub.
Yeah, nightclub.
Yeah. Let's see.
He had to
Mo-
shave it off for a job before.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Most unique. Who's our special snowflake here? All of us are kind of unique.
Unique. Who's the most retarded?
Our own way.
Who's the most retarded?
Unique. Let me say something really nice real quick.
Okay, after just saying who's
Blaze.
the most retarded.
Blaze, when I first met you, I thought you had like a completely different style, and it was very refreshing, and I admired it greatly.
Oh, thanks, man.
When he first
you mean
met
like
you.
Like I feel like I've taken a lot of inspiration from other YouTubers, but I feel like you were your own thing, and it was very nice.
thanks,
Of course,
man.
now you don't make any videos. So.
Yeah. So, I don't know what style did I do that was refreshing.
It's impossible to say. You
I don't. I don't think.
you weren't like you watched the creatures and stuff and Inside Gaming and all that, but you weren't copying them and taking them. Whereas me, like I feel like in a lot of my early videos, I tried to act like UberX or Nova.
Well, you know, he's a good person to go off of, right? So, well, hey, man, thank you. I
I love
appreciate
you.
your vote
I
in this
mean-
upcoming election.
I feel like we're all very unique. Radix,
Yeah.
he's a completely different person.
I think Nightclub is different from everybody in a lot of ways, both in skin color and athletics. You know, athletics.
What'd you just say?
What? Huh?
Yeah, I can say the same thing about Nightclub, because Nightclub doesn't really watch gaming YouTubers, so he doesn't draw any
Yeah.
inspirations very
Mhm.
much.
All right.
Also in his... Whatever. Also
ever thought that-
Dreadcore, you know, he's just such a special little boy. Twisted, he's... Twisted.
This is like saying who's the most unique of the Justice League. We are built because we are all unique.
None of us are refreshingly, though, I'd say. It's very tiring.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Best rapper. After that freestyle Ultrox did,
Oh.
It's me.
I definitely think it's Ultrox.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to break out another one? Let's
Sure.
start
Yeah.
this.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, alright, somebody give me a beat.
Hang on, I got you, man. Let me just.
It's gonna take an hour.
He's opening up an app. He's opening up his face muscles. He's opening up his asshole.
Okay, here we go, man. I got a beat going right here.
Sounds terrible. Is that the THX intro? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Waiting for the beat to change, yeah. Yo, hey, it's me. I'm gonna take a tiny pee. And hey, I'm here with Radix. Oh, wait, it's still building up. Yo, Radix and Lays, getting in days. getting dazed because of this alcohol I'm spraying. Always praying because I got that Pope on my side. And you know I toke 420 Washington State. Gonna get off and get laid because I'm masturbating.
Truly our best rapper here at the Lazy Clothes.
Wow. That was impressive.
That was fire.
Yeah, okay, definitely Old Trunks.
Yeah. Best car.
I don't have a car.
I don't own a car.
I want to say me because I have the choice of many cars. So that's right.
Well, we don't know what Twisted drives or what Dreadcore drives or what.
Does he have a
Just 'cause
dealership
Does he have
to choose
what?
from? Does he have a car dealership to choose from?
I mean, your car dealership could have
You
nothing.
can't
but,
just
like,
take a car from the car dealership and own it.
I mean, honestly, you kind of can't. That's how it works for everybody. Like dealers who have their own dealership just take whatever they want to drive, and that's what they drive until they want to sell it. You know.
cool.
But like, do you want to give someone with like multiple personality disorder like best personality? It doesn't.
It's true. You got to pick one, Lays. What are you driving right now?
I'm driving a Nissan Murano.
Never
It's
heard.
a SUV. I think
What
Twisted's
year?
driving a van, so
Let's go with Lays then, sure.
All right.
all right. Who cares?
Yeah. who cares,
Exactly.
really? Best Snapchat stories. Does anyone even do Snapchat?
I
mean,
have a
I've
Snapchat.
used it before.
I've never used it.
I think
Alright,
that
we're
puts
going
me in the
Blaze then.
default winner.
Yeah. On the virtue of
Alright.
using Snapchat. Best promposal.
Who
Didn't go
wins?
to my prom.
So, okay. All right, maybe nightclub. I don't know.
I can't even remember how I did my promposal.
Nightclub probably had a relationship back then. So,
Well, I had a
He was hot.
relationship.
well, I mean, you know, he was hot though. He was probably doing something pretty cool.
It's true. Nightclub's pretty cool.
That's right.
All right.
Football.
It's
He played
relative. Who's the
football.
coolest?
Okay, so without confirming if he was in a relationship, Dan, without confirming if he went to prom, and without confirming how he did his
I
promposal,
don't remember. I mean,
Nightclub.
I'll message you.
Nightclub wins prom. I think I just asked my girlfriend, "Hey, you want to go to prom?" And that was it. We weren't
That's a good
fancy
proposal.
people.
I like the idea of nightclub doing it because he was on the football team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably a cheerleader.
Sorry, Radix. Even if you didn't
Like a
go.
homecoming queen.
Yeah. Oh, you know. Oh, yeah. You know, that football team was laying out some thoughts that night.
Worst singer.
Dreadful.
Oh, I forgot the nightclub has a decent car. Actually, no, it doesn't have a auxiliary cord radio. It only
Back
has
to
a.
this, though.
What was the question? Superlative?
Worst singer.
Oh. I'd say it's got to be either Dreadcore, Radix, or Lays.
That's fair.
That's
That's-
fair.
I'd
I'll
say
take
it's
all
in
three of
between
us.
Lays and Dreadcore.
Okay. I think I can bestow upon this honor.
You're taking it?
I'll take it.
All right.
I get paid after this, right? For all the awards I get.
Okay, now this is an interesting one. Most likely to become internet famous.
Well, it's Radix.
Radix already is, so already was at one point.
Already
rather.
was. That's a better way to put it. Yeah.
So maybe him.
Radix made it to 6,000 subscribers.
And then back again at 6,000 subscribers. So, you know, it's impressive. More than anyone can say here, so.
Best facial expressions.
Who has the most emotes on the server?
I'd say Nightclub has some pretty good emotes.
That's true.
Dreadcore is a good one up there.
I don't know. Sharkard doesn't do very much with his face, though. Lay's is pretty good.
I have to say I'm pretty good. I didn't want to say it, but I do pride myself on my facial expressions.
Sounds like he's vibing for another award.
Oh yeah.
I think we give it to Lays.
Give it to him. Give it to you in the parking lot.
I'll happily take you in the parking lot.
Okay, this is a weird one. Best sneeze? Nobody remembers everyone's sneezes.
I don't know. Radix has got a pretty cute sneeze.
Yeah,
Have I ever sneezed on camera?
He does that
Pretty
like
adorable.
just that Japanese squirrel thing where he goes like,
Just, achoo. That was terrible.
To be clear here, we're not basing my sneeze off of my sneeze. We're basing my sneeze off of other people of my race's sneeze.
"Achoo!"
Or a stereotype.
A racial stereotype.
Somehow stereotype examples of my racist sneeze.
Yes.
That was a very loud sneeze. That's something.
Okay. Okay.
But I only know that because I'm his cousin.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's give it to Radix. Are you not willing to accept
I
it?
mean, I guess just for the
No.
sake of moving on,
Take
but I don't understand the reasoning.
Fine, you're right. Let's give it to Cody.
Yeah. All right. I'll get
All
to
right. Most likely to travel the world.
Radix.
Radix.
Come on now.
Yeah.
How many of these are
Obvious
there?
choice.
A few.
Okay.
Almost to 2 hours, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely to become a farmer. I don't think
That's
any
nice.
of us are farmers.
What? Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
All right. Don't even need any reasoning.
No, it's just he works with his hands.
He also cooks outside because there's no power. So.
I just feel like there was a Farmer Lay's something in our history.
You know, man.
Like in a
Rolling
video or
Hills of
something.
West Virginia, made with a.
Oh, did he cut out?
Oh,
Or
I
did
don't
I cut
know.
out?
He
I think
cut
I'm
out.
good now.
That's okay.
It's me.
All right. Most likely to come back to teach at this school.
Well,
This.
Well,
what kind of
Let's
who wrote
Radix.
this?
Well, I mean,
best
no, I can't
candidate.
see Twisted in this.
Radix is becoming a teacher.
I know.
Best candidate for the CIA.
That's me.
That's Cody.
Yeah,
Cody
I could see
found
Cody.
Twisted's
He actually,
house.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
In a
looking at
creepy
like a
way.
job at the CIA or something.
He
Right.
was actually, yes. I think he talked about it before, like seeing a job post online.
You know what happened? He did get that job.
Oh my gosh. You're right.
That's how he found Twisted.
I like that
And
you
that's
can
how
just
he's
like
gonna find us.
you join the CIA like from like a public online job site, and then you're immediately put in like a confidential, top secret level.
You're
of
immediately
trust.
spying on people.
Yeah. Whatever
Uh.
the CIA does, I don't know.
All right, this might be an interesting one because we've never talked about this at all, so we're going to
Uh-oh.
have to start opening our hearts. But most environmentally conscious.
I don't
There was
drive.
one
I'm just
point-
saying. I'm just saying.
What?
I have a bike. I like riding bicycles. I'm just saying.
I can't. I don't. I mean, you know where I stand on this
If it's
issue.
between us three, I'm winning. But
I did recycle bottles at one point.
I'm really big on recycling. We got a lot of recycled stuff around here.
like what?
Well,
Yeah.
we recycle. We take the aluminum cans to the
Oh, me
local
too.
fire.
Oh, I don't take it to the fire.
To the
Fire?
That's carbon you're putting into the air.
firefighter place, whatever the firefighter equivalent of a police
Fire
station.
station?
Is. That's the word. They have a recycling area for that. There's a recycling area near my former high school that we take trash to and sort out. There's gotta be more. But, you know, we really do a lot of recycling stuff over here.
Thanks for the reminder, Ultrax.
Although Lay's
Oh.
he recycles cars. If you think about it.
I mean, yeah, sure. All right, I'll give it to Radix.
Excuse me? I give it a Dreadcore. Because he's a liberal, he probably recycles. Cool.
Alright, with that we've reached the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I said
we're going in
alarm.
after hours.
Yeah.
Do we want to do after hours?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's do it. Let me conclude this stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out to this episode of the Lazy
Wait,
Claws
is this how this
podcast.
works?
Yeah, we end
How
the
it
part
works.
because the after hours
Okay.
isn't saved, you know. We get to go
it's
crazy
not
on after hours.
Well, what's the point? Okay.
I mean, if you don't
Have
want to do
fun.
it, that's fine.
I just like if it's not saved and really people here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, sure, let's do it. I guess. Yeah.
All
I
right.
thought we were just gonna change the background. I figured that'd just be it.
Thank you guys so much for coming out to today's episode of the Lazy Claws podcast. We may or may not be doing an after hours stream after this. Next stream, it might have to be. We might do it as part of Twisted's
It is on the same day.
extra live stream. It might be over at Twisted's Twitch channel. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Anything I wanted to make sure I didn't forget. I mentioned extra. All right, let me end this.